I have 15,000 hours inside of Counter-Strike 2, and today I'm going to teach you what I learned along the way and some of the most valuable lessons that I wish somebody would have told me when I had hundreds of hours in the game, even thousands. You're not going to have to wait as long as I did to understand these things, because this is going to be one of the most valuable videos you watch. I don't care if you're at face level 1, 5, 10, don't even know what face it is. We're going to get you understanding everything that you should do if you want to become serious about this game. Before we get into that, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. 15,000 hours. That is a lot of time to play in a video game. Luckily for me, most of those hours now have been through playing in team environment or doing content and getting paid for my time. So yes, it's not worth it in an hourly basis, but overall it's been nothing but great, and I wouldn't take back any of the time that I spent in this game. However, I did not do things properly and I wasted a lot of time, and I know so many of you are struggling with that because I started this channel to help people jumpstart their own progress, their own careers, whether they want to take it to professional level or they just want to have fun, be face to level 10 and be good at the game. So the most valuable thing that I learned pretty soon in my career, but it did take longer than it should have, is that it is always better to play this game with a friend. And if you can do even better than that, it's always better to play with a team. Why is this so important and why is this something I stress on my channel so much? It's because, guys, you can only develop yourself so much from playing by yourself and watching YouTube videos. That's great. I love that you're watching YouTube videos, but solo queuing can only go so far. You're not going to learn as much as if you had better players around you. The most valuable thing that you can do is somehow find players that are going to be better than you, that will spend time playing and giving you pointers, giving you tips, and helping you develop yourself, right? It's why so many pros had an older brother who was better than them at one point, but the older brother sat there and mentored them and helped them grow and develop. And if you can, even if you don't have siblings, I didn't have siblings, right? I had to do this all myself, but you can find friends inside of the game. You can find IRL friends, whatever it is that will help you become better. You're not going to waste time. Now, another way that I wasted literally like 4,000 or 5,000 hours in the game is, guys, I just played matchmaking, and for a lot of you now, it's playing Premiere. Matchmaking in Premiere, it's great when you have a few hours in the game, hundreds of hours, whatever, but genuinely the most valuable thing that you can do is understanding Faceit. Faceit is very overwhelming at first. You probably maybe have heard someone mention it, maybe seen it before. Trust me, if you're playing matchmaking right now or Premiere, Faceit is going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself, because again, it reiterates the first point of making friends, connections. The Faceit community is very strong in every region. You'll find a lot of valuable people and players on there, and there's less cheaters. You don't have to waste your time in these games with cheaters so much. There is Smurfs. Unfortunately, that's always going to be something lower level players have to deal with across every game, across every platform, doesn't matter. But you're going to get familiar with the map veto process, understanding knife round, and developing some of these cool skills that you're going to have to know if you ever want to join a team, which is the most valuable thing you can do. Joining a team is so good. I don't care if you're open. I don't care if you're all face level 3s. Being in that environment is so cool because being on a team allows you to play against players that are so much better than you. Guys, my biggest development was being on a team, and on that team was when we were bad at first, we played in open qualifiers, and we're playing teams, you know, at the caliber of like Liquid, or, you know, if you're in EU, playing teams like FaZe or stuff like that, where there's these literal tier 1 teams that sometimes have to play in these open qualies. Unfortunately, that's going away a little bit, but regardless, you're playing high level players and you get destroyed. You get 13-0'd, right? 13-0'd. But you get to watch that demo back and see yourself play against these people who make this their living, make this their job, right? I was in open playing against teams here in North America, like the New England Whalers, who turned out to be party astronauts, and I would get destroyed by them. But getting destroyed by Floppy, I learned so much, and now he's on complexity, but I learned so much from those players, even if they were just jacking around, messing around. It was so good to see, oh, dude, he's aiming like this, or he's throwing this cool pop flash, right? The best way you can get better, genuinely, the best way is literally to play Faceit games or Faceit qualifiers with a team. Sit there, watch the demo, and watch yourself. Definitely watch yourself and understand why you're sucking, or maybe why you're succeeding if you had a good game. But watch the players that are in divisions higher than you playing against yourself and understand why they're able to do what they did to you. Don't sit there and go, these guys are so much better, I'll never be able to be this good, I suck at the game, it's impossible. Dude, guys, if I would have gave up against half these teams I played, I wouldn't be where I was right now. Now, maybe not the tier 1 teams that I played, but I played a ton of teams that were divisions above me, these players that were so good in my brain. And then we flash forward today, and I'm higher than they ever were. I progressed higher than they ever could, even if they 13-0'd me at some point, right? So if you can download these demos, watch from better players, see what they're doing, and understand, hey, they are exploiting me because I'm being too loud. I made this footstep here. I did this, right? You're going to get so much better. Now, with that being said, one of the traps and the reasons people don't progress forward and get better, and I had to learn myself, was understanding the concept of results-based analysis versus understanding what is good and what's bad. That's a bad way to put it, but like essentially understanding that, okay, I got an ace, but did I play that ace correctly? No, the other team just did something really dumb, or they whiffed 5 shots. Should I put myself there again if it was stupid? Not necessarily, because that was a bad play, right? It was really risky, it wasn't worth it, and it was dumb. Versus a player that makes the right move, but maybe you just whiffed a shot. Okay, well, that wasn't a bad play. Your mechanics just failed you, but that was fine. Like, that was a good play, right? So we need to switch our brain into the mode of understanding when possible. It can get really gray, really cloudy. There's a million ways to play, but when possible, that was a good move. That was good. We should keep doing that. That was bad. We shouldn't do that. I'll use something extremely simple so that you can progress and learn if you're a newer viewer here is, my teammate kept smoking window in this pug on Mirage from spawn with the insta spawns, and that was good for us. It allowed us to scale up mid right away instantly without having to go to the slow lineup and do that. That was good for us. Maybe they blew it open and killed all you guys one round. The window smoke is still great. It's a good thing to learn, so we should keep throwing that. Or hey, this pop flash that I threw was extremely good on under Balcon A. It destroyed the other team as they were running out. Maybe I should keep throwing that a bit more and mixing it in. So just thinking about the game in this way where we can progress and develop is so good, because too many players just get into the mindset of, oh, I get kill, that was great, I get frag, wow, insane, good. But that's not the effective way to play, guys. And ultimately, you've got to want to, you've got to want it. You've got to want to get better and progress, because if you don't want that, you're never truly going to get better. You have to have a purpose when you play. So many thousands of hours of this game, and I had so much fun. It was so fun to play. I had no purpose. I was just being lazy, getting on Counter-Strike, and oh, I like this game. And I was just running around having a fun time. And that is great. If that's what Counter-Strike is for you, keep doing that. That's amazing. I don't know exactly why you watch these videos then, because if you're watching these videos, you want to get better. For whatever reason you have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, you'll get nowhere. I progressed so slowly until I joined the team and played on Faceit, because my brain was like, I want that next level. I'm Faceit level 3. I want Faceit level 4. So I would play there and play there and play until I got Faceit level 4. And then I'm like, I want Faceit level 5 and 6 and 7. Same thing with Team CS. I wanted to progress. I wanted an open. I wanted to be IM, main, advanced. I wanted ECL so bad. I got ECL. Same thing now. I want to get Pro League. It's so much harder, but I'm going to make it happen, right? We have to have a purpose, because if our purpose is just, I'm just getting on to play CS, that's not good enough. That's not. You're not going to get better. You're not going to progress. You're not going to learn by doing that, guys. Every single one of you has the potential to make it in the professional scene. I mean that. I don't know who you are exactly watching this video. I don't care if you're 14 years old, if you're 29 years old, if you're 32, 33. There is a place somewhere in professional CS for you as a player, as a coach, some value, but you're not going to get there without a purpose. It has to be worthwhile. It has to be every moment you're playing the game, there has to be something that you are actively trying to do. If you don't have that, you're just going to drift around, but that's just life. If we drift around in life, we're not going to get what we want. If we actively search for something, no matter how many times we fail, we will get there. I wanted to be an ECL. It took me so many tries to get there. Advanced, another season over. But then it happens and you're like, let's go, right? Same thing with FPL for me. It took me so long to get FPL. And when it happened, it's like, dang, right? So there's no excuse. You gotta make it happen. You're gonna get unlucky. Bad things are gonna happen to you. It's hard, but there's a reason it's hard. If it was easy, then again, everybody would do that. We've all heard that saying, right? So put your head down, get to work, and have a purpose, and you've won half the battle. Trust me. So many players don't have that, and they just mindlessly play, which is what I was doing and why I have 15,000 hours and I'm where I'm at, right? And before I go, the last piece of advice I have for you is compare yourself to you. I don't care if Donk has this many hours or this Prodigy has 2,000 hours and he's at the same level as me. Compare yourself to you. You are the only thing you should be comparing to. You want to get better. You want to progress. Your life is unique and there's no sense in wasting your time being like, oh, I could be here, I could do this. You're where you are. So that's the reality of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video gets some support, we might do a part 2 of it, but these are some of the things, just some of the things I learned in my 15,000 hours. I'm going to continue learning. We always can learn, always get better. And I want to leave you with that today. If you want to learn how to get better, check out my channel. There's lots of tips, tricks out there to help progress you, build your mechanics, build your map knowledge. And that's all we can ask for in this game. So keep learning, keep growing. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Peace out.